Have you ever wondered why, even with a good income, your money vanishes before month's end? In this video, we'll uncover the 7 sneaky money habits holding you back, and better yet, how to ditch them for good. Get ready to swap flying blind for a clear roadmap to financial freedom. Habit 1. Not having a budget. Imagine you're on a road trip with no destination in mind, no map, and no GPS. You're just driving aimlessly, hoping to stumble upon something great. Maybe you'll end up somewhere amazing, or maybe you'll run out of gas in the middle of nowhere. That's exactly what managing your money without a budget is like. You're wandering financially with no clear direction or plan. A budget isn't just a boring list of numbers. It's your financial GPS, guiding you towards your goals and keeping you from getting lost. Without a budget, you're flying blind with your finances. You have no idea where your money is going, which means you're probably overspending on things you don't need while ignoring the stuff that really matters, like saving for emergencies or paying off debt. It's like trying to build a house without a blueprint. You're bound to end up with a mess. Ever wonder why there's nothing left at the end of the month, even though you didn't feel like you splurged? That's the danger of no budget, no control. And no control means no wealth. Here's how to take charge. First, track every single penny you spend for 30 days. Yeah, it sounds tedious, but trust me, it's eye-opening. You'll see exactly where your money's leaking. Then, categorize your expenses into 3 buckets: needs, wants, and savings. 50% of your income goes to necessities like rent and groceries, 30% to discretionary stuff like Netflix or dining out, and 20% to savings or debt repayment. And don't worry, you don't have to do it all manually. Apps like Mint or YNAB, you need a budget, make it almost fun. Remember, budgeting isn't about restricting yourself. It's about empowering yourself. It's about making your money work for you, not the other way around. Picture this. You're dreaming of that perfect vacation. Maybe it's a beach in Bali or a cozy cabin in the mountains. But every time you check your bank account, there's barely enough to cover your bills. Why? Because without a budget, your money is slipping through your fingers on things like daily takeout coffees, random Amazon buys, or that subscription you forgot about. A budget isn't just a spreadsheet. It's the key to turning your dreams into reality. It's your ticket to financial freedom, and it starts with knowing where every dollar goes. Habit 2. Relying on credit cards. Credit cards are like a mirage in the desert, shimmering with the promise of instant relief. But the closer you get, the more you realize it's an illusion. Swipe now, worry later. That's the bait. With average interest rates at 16%, and some cards jacking it up past 25%, they're not a lifeline. They're a trap built to sink you deeper into debt with every purchase. Every time you carry a balance, you're not just paying for stuff, you're paying a tax on your own impatience. That $100 jacket? With interest, it's $120. Doesn't sound like much, right? But let that habit fester, and it's a slow bleed, thousands of dollars hemorrhaging over years. It's a ticking time bomb strapped to your financial future, quietly draining your dreams of savings, vacations, or even just peace of mind. Here's how to defuse the bomb. Only swipe if you can pay the full balance every month. No exceptions. Not there yet? Stick to debit or cash. It's humbling, but it works. Already drowning? List every card, rank them by interest rate, and bulldoze the highest one first while keeping the others at bay with minimum payments. Call it the debt avalanche. It's your fastest way out. And set up auto payments for at least the minimum, or better yet, the whole thing. Credit cards aren't the enemy, but they're a loaded gun. Handle with care or get burned. Imagine this. You snag a $1,000 TV on credit, figuring you'll chip away at it. But life hits, car repairs, rent, and 1 year later, you're still paying. Except now, it's $1,500. That extra $500? It could have been a trip with your kids, a cushion for a rainy day, or the start of something big. Instead, it's gone. Sucked into the black hole of credit card interest. That's not just math. That's your life being robbed, one swipe at a time. Habit 3. Not tracking expenses. Imagine you're sailing a boat with a tiny hole in the hull. At first, it seems harmless, a little water here and there. But over time, that trickle becomes a flood, and before you know it, you're sinking. That's exactly what not tracking your expenses is like. Those $5 coffees, quick app purchases, or impulse buys at the checkout. They're the holes in your financial boat, slowly but surely dragging you under. Without tracking your expenses, you're blind to the leaks in your budget. You might think you're good with money, but those sneaky little spends are quietly sabotaging your future. It's not just about the dollars slipping away, it's about the dreams they're stealing. Every untracked dollar is a missed opportunity, whether it's a vacation, a down payment on a car, or simply the peace of mind that comes with financial security. Here's how to patch the holes. Start tracking every penny. Grab an app like Mint or You Need a Budget, or keep it old school with a notebook or spreadsheet. Categorize your spending: food, fun, bills, subscriptions, and set limits for each. It might feel tedious at first, but the clarity it brings is priceless. You'll finally see where your money's going, and more importantly, where it should be going. Tracking isn't about guilt, it's about empowerment. It's the first step to taking control of your financial destiny. Think about this. That $5 daily coffee habit, it feels harmless, right? But let's do the math. $5 a day is $150 a month. That's $1,800 a year. Imagine what you could do with an extra $1,800. Fund a dream trip to Italy, start a side hustle, or even invest in your future. But without tracking, that money vanishes into thin air, leaving you wondering why you can never get ahead. Don't let your future slip away one latte at a time. Habit 4. Prioritizing the wrong things. Imagine your budget's a lifeboat on choppy seas. Needs, like rent, groceries, and bills, are the oars and hull keeping you afloat. Wants, like the latest iPhone when your old one's fine, or that shiny gaming console, are the extra cargo. Most people overload their boat with wants, leaving no room for the essentials. When the waves hit, they're sinking fast. Needs keep you alive, wants just make the ride flashier. Putting wants first is like choosing a gourmet meal over oxygen. You might enjoy it for a moment, but you'll choke when the bill comes. You could be strutting in new sneakers or cruising in a sleek car, feeling on top of the world. But when rent's overdue or your car breaks down, that empty bank account hits like a punch to the gut. It's a fake flex, short-term thrills that leave you vulnerable, trading stability for stuff that won't save you. Before you swipe that card, stop and ask, is this a need or a want? If it's a want, double check. Are my needs covered? Have I saved something for later? Make it a rule. Needs and a chunk of savings get funded first, then wants get the leftovers. Try this. Use a priority jar system. Fill jars labeled rent, food, and savings before tossing a dime into fun. It's a visual cue that keeps your focus where it belongs. Picture this. You're out with friends, dropping $200 on a night of cocktails and late-night tacos, riding that high like you're unstoppable. Then Monday sneaks up and rent's staring you down. You're digging through couch cushions or begging your savings account for mercy. That weekend buzz now, a bitter aftertaste. That's the cost of flipped priorities. Don't let a good time today rob you tomorrow. Habit 5. Ignoring debt. Debt is a silent predator, lurking in the shadows of your financial life. You might try to ignore it, pretending it's not there, but it's always watching, always growing. With each passing day, interest compounds, tightening its grip around your future. Before you know it, you're not just in debt, you're imprisoned by it. Minimum payments are the bait in the debt trap. They lure you into a false sense of security, making you think you're making progress. But in reality, you're just feeding the beast. Most of your payment vanishes into the black hole of interest, barely scratching the surface of the principal. It's like trying to bail out a sinking ship with a thimble, exhausting, futile, and doomed to fail. It's time to shine a light on the monster. Make a list of every debt you owe, no matter how small. Stare it down. Then prioritize like a general planning a battle. Target the highest interest debts first. They're the ones growing the fastest. Consider debt consolidation if it can lower your interest rates, but be cautious. It's a tool, not a cure-all. The goal is to slay the debt, not just rearrange it. Habit 6. Poor shopping habits. Impulse buying is the siren song of consumerism, luring you onto the rocks of financial ruin. It's the thrill of the hunt, the dopamine hit of a great deal, the temporary escape from boredom or stress. But each unplanned purchase is a leak in your financial dam, and over time, those leaks can cause the whole structure to collapse. Every time you give in to an impulse buy, you're not just spending money, you're stealing from your future self. That $50 gadget or $20 sale item might seem insignificant, but it's a brick in the wall between you and financial freedom. It's choosing immediate gratification over long-term security, and it's a choice that compounds over time, building a prison of missed opportunities. Arm yourself with a plan. Before you set foot in a store or open a shopping app, make a list of exactly what you need and stick to it like your financial life depends on it, because it does. For bigger purchases, institute a 24-hour rule. If you still want it after a day of reflection and it fits your budget, then consider it. Most of the time, that urge will fade like a mirage, saving you from another financial misstep. Picture this. You walk into Target for a single tube of toothpaste. 45 minutes later, you're wheeling out a cart full of throw pillows, scented candles, and gadgets you didn't know existed. Your wallet's $100 lighter, and you can't even remember what you originally came for. That's the power of impulse buying. It's a financial vampire, draining your resources while you're distracted by shiny objects. Habit 7. Not saving. Not saving is like walking a tightrope without a safety net. Life is unpredictable. Your car breaks down, you lose your job, or a medical bill blindsides you. Without savings, you're one misstep away from a financial freefall, forced to rely on credit cards or loans just to stay afloat. Zero savings means you're living on the edge, always one emergency away from disaster. It's not just about missing out on future goals, it's about survival. When the unexpected hits, you're scrambling, stressed, and sinking deeper into debt. Savings aren't a luxury, they're your lifeline. Start small, but start now. Even $50 a month is better than nothing. Think of it as planting a seed for your safety net. Set up an automatic transfer to a separate savings account so you don't even see the money. Aim to build an emergency fund with 3 Tetra 6 months of living expenses. It's insurance against life's curveballs because they will come. Imagine your fridge dies out of nowhere. Without savings, you're forced to slap a $1,000 replacement on a credit card, paying interest for months. With savings, it's just a minor inconvenience. Savings turn crises into annoyances. Don't wait for the next disaster to realize that. There you have it, 7 money habits that are quietly keeping you poor, ignoring debt, impulse buying, not saving, and more. They're sneaky, but now you see them for what they are. Roadblocks on your path to financial freedom. Breaking these habits isn't easy, but it's worth it. Start with one, just one. Track your expenses for a week. Save $20 this month, or make a plan to tackle that smallest debt. Small wins build momentum, and before you know it, you're not just dreaming of a better future, you're living it. If this hit home, don't just sit there, act. Pick one habit to change today and share this with someone who needs it. Your future self will thank you.